Welcome back, everybody, on this Thanksgiving morning. You know, it is the start of the holiday shopping season, only that start is coming too soon for some. A number of retailers are beginning their Black Friday sales today, meaning their workers have to spend the holiday at their jobs instead of at their dinner tables. People are taking to social media to take Thanksgiving back. Brian Rich created the Facebook page Boycott Black Thursday, and he joins me now from Boise, Idaho. Thanks for joining us on this day.
Thanks for having me, Betty. Happy Thanksgiving. Happy
Thanksgiving to you. So you started this page 3 years ago. How has it grown?
You know, the first year it grew pretty modestly. I had about 47 fans. That was the first time that anyone had opened on Thanksgiving, and that was Toys R Us opened at 10 p.m. 2012, we grew a little bit, had about 200 to 300 fans. Last year, when the media started catching on, it started becoming an issue. We had about 7,000 fans, but
wow.
just in the past 6 weeks, we've added another 110,000 fans. So we're at about 115,000, 116,000 fans
so
today.
You're seeing some support for this. Let me ask you though: is boycotting Black Thursday an anti-shopping statement?
No, absolutely not. In fact, probably half or more of our supporters are actually very enthusiastic Black Friday shoppers. And that's sort of the irony, is that this Black Thursday trend has ruined their Black Friday tradition, and it's ruined their Thanksgiving tradition with their families. So most of our supporters really just want to see people, retailers, leaving Thanksgiving alone and leaving Black Friday alone.
But in essence, could that possibly hurt seasonal employees, especially if these stores hire them for a shorter period of time? And if no one is shopping on those days, then maybe they won't be hiring people for that.
Well, you know, Betty, all the studies we've seen is that the sales that take place on Thanksgiving are usually just displaced sales from elsewhere in the shopping season. Last year, I believe there was something like 1.8 billion lost on Black Friday and 1.5 billion sold on Thanksgiving. So they're really just trading dollars. And also, as far as seasonal employees, what we've seen is that they do hire some seasonal employees at these big retailers, but by and large, it's full-time salaried workers who are being required to work these shifts. So it's really not affecting their work schedule in any positive way.
So if that's the case, and consumers always looking for the best possible deal, right? Are you saying that retailers are in fact taking advantage of both the customers and the holiday?
Oh, absolutely. I mean, it started with the end of with the bottom of the recession. That's when they really started moving these sales into Thanksgiving, because they had some short holiday seasons and they really needed that opportunity in their eyes. But today, the economy has mostly recovered. Consumer spending is back up. Consumer confidence is high. It's really not necessary to have these sales on Thanksgiving Day. And it's really an abuse of the employees, and it's an abuse of the consumers, who are now forced to choose between two traditions that they often love.
It's like, go ahead, hurry up and eat so we can get in line, right? What are you hearing from workers? I can only imagine what they're telling you, but workers that are actually having to be
activities. And this movement in creating Black Thursday is destroying their career for them. They're being forced to choose between their jobs and their families, and it's really difficult. I just actually received a message this morning from a woman whose husband is a Target manager, and he worked 16 hours from 2 p.m. until about 5 or 6 a.m. today, and he has to go back in at 5 p.m. tonight to staff his store. This is a store manager, so he's a salaried employee, and he's being required to work these outrageous hours to have these sales, and he's not going to be able to enjoy Thanksgiving with his family.
All right. Well, thank you, Brian Rich, in Boise, Idaho, for joining us to talk about this on Thanksgiving. We appreciate it.